What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our Shop 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I am Marcus. I know this is an impromptu live stream, but just sometimes you got to wing it. You know what I mean? Some things just happen, spur of the moment. So that's where we're at with this live stream. We are going to be doing a live watch party of 1980s prom night. This is going to be Destin's first time watch. He will be here. Well, he'll be back on here in a second. So if you guys haven't done so already, please shoot the like button. It definitely helps out. And I greatly appreciate every single one of you who is attending this live stream tonight. I understand it is super late, especially if you're on the East Coast or if you are in another country that shares the same time zone as me. But you guys know how I do. Sometimes sleep isn't an option. I am a known insomniac. So we're going to have a nice, fun time with this movie tonight. It's been a while since I watched it, but it's not like I don't remember it. I remember this movie. This is an iconic movie, one of my favorite slashers. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, of course. This was after, Halloween and stuff. So this is going to be a fun watch. And I'm grateful for every single one of you who has been in the comment section, who's been waiting, who has decided to stay up late with us tonight. Again, I know it is super, super late, but hey, sometimes you just got to do things on the late night. You know what I mean? We're all adults here. You know what I mean? We've all been to a bar past 2 o'clock in the morning. So what's wrong with sitting at home, popping on a movie after midnight and getting down to the get down? And speaking of my brother from another mother, Destin, what's going on tonight, bro? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm doing pretty well, man. Thank you for inviting me because this is a movie I've seen the remake. That's the only thing. And I know that Randy always talks about this movie and the Scream movie.
Yep.
And I'm curious. I really am. Like, this is my first time watch. I saw what was it, like about a year ago, maybe a little bit over, of Terror Train for the first time.
See, it's funny you say that because I was going to pick that because I saw it. And then I'm just like, but then Prom Night was right next to it. And so, because I just looked up on Google lists of like 80s, 90s slashers that maybe we have or haven't seen and stuff. And Prom Night was right next to it. And it dinged in my head. I'm like, shit, Destin hasn't seen this yet. Perfect.
Dude, it is. It's a slasher, right?
It's who done it as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. See, that's exactly why once the thought like Destin hasn't seen it yet, ding, it's a slasher and it's a whodunit. Because when we were talking on Instagram, you said you wanted to watch a straight up slasher. So then when I saw this movie, I'm like, well, shit, not only is it a straight up slasher, it's also Destin's favorite thing, a whodunit. So it lined up perfectly.
Man, that's my boy. Yeah, I hope it scratches that itch, like we always say.
Oh, it will.
And I know it's Friday the 13th where you're at. I still got about 45 minutes. But we got some Friday the 13th shit for tomorrow as well. So y'all buckle up.
Hell yes.
It's time to get into that. Dude, okay, and I'm gonna plug this in right now, but there's a lot of talk today about the Friday the 13th game is coming back. And Kane Hodder is involved, Gun Studio, Elphonic.
Nice.
I think they're doing a remaster of the original Friday the 13th because, the rights have been kind of released and they're able to do stuff. And I think they're making another one too. So, it's time for some Friday the 13th, man. So I'm in the slasher mood, man. Let's get some.
Hell yes.
Let's get
some man. Shit. I'll be honest. I fucking almost forgot that Friday the 13th fell in June. I literally like up to a week and a half ago. So once I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is the perfect time to start getting into Crystal Lake talk. Friday the 13th is here. Maybe do some watch parties, something like that. So I'm not going to lie. I can't wait to start bringing some Jason here on the channel because I really haven't done that.
Yeah, man. I haven't really dived into it either, man. There's so many movies. That's one franchise that I've done here and there, like Freddy versus Jason and the remake and stuff like that. But I haven't really went back and tackled a bunch of the older movies. And it's something that I've always wanted to do, man. So we'll probably do that together sometime in summer.
Absolutely, for sure. And I am going to get to the chat real quick before we get the movie started. Bro, we got fucking 14 people here at fucking midnight. Yo, that's fucking wild. thank you guys all for coming in, hanging out on this late night hour. It's greatly appreciated. And you guys already know what to do. Shoot the like button, stab it, kick it, punch it, elbow drop, Ric Flair. Woo, that some bitch. Whatever you got to do, it helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helps the channel out a lot. You guys already know. And of course, as you guys saw earlier, this is Destin's first time watch. And if it is anybody else's first time watching the chat, anybody who has seen this movie, please no spoilers. I want everybody who hasn't seen it to go into it blind because we're in for a fun time tonight.
And also, I want to add that this should be, if you want to add it to the title or plug it in or anything, because we're all a part of this community, the Woodsboro Cinema Club.
Yes, I got to fucking get that logo up here on my thing. I got to go back into Instagram messages and add it here to the studio and stuff like that in my overlays. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. This is a part of the Woodsboro Cinema Club. This is just all impromptu right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I was planning on doing a Friday the 13th Crystal Lake discussion earlier today. And then I was like, you know what? Let me draw back on that. I'm going to wait for that next week or whatever. Let me do some watch parties for Friday the 13th, my favorite one, part 6 tomorrow and stuff. That stream will be up in the morning and stuff. But then we got to talking, on Instagram, and you was like, bro, I'm in the mood to watch a slasher, man. You know what I mean? I need to watch some motherfuckers get butchered. Basically is what you wanted to say. You know what I mean? So
I didn't say all that, but you knew what I was saying.
Yes, exactly. You didn't have to say it, bro. I was thinking the same thing with you. You know what I mean? What Billy say? Let's get ready to slice some more motherfuckers.
There you go. Hell yeah.
King Matthew, what's going on, bro? Thank you for being here tonight. Greatly appreciate you saying, hey, guys, how you doing tonight? We're doing all right. Yeah, we're doing a lot better now. I will tell you that. King Matthew saying, I've never seen this movie, so this would be my first time watching. Awesome. You can find it on Tubi, Matt. I also put that down in the comment section. You guys can find this movie on Tubi. There is other streaming platforms. I did think I see Stella G in the chat say that it's on Peacock as well. So there goes 2 platforms you can watch it in. If you have a subscription to Peacock, obviously you have to pay for it or whatever. You can watch it on there. But if you don't, Tubi is free. So at least we got that. What's up, Paula? Thank you for being here. Joseph, the horror guy, what's going on, buddy? I did see that you stepped out, but you said you'll be right back. So hopefully we'll see you soon, buddy. But if you don't happen to make it back in here tonight, I greatly appreciate you just stopping in, dropping a like, and just gracing us with your presence. It's appreciated.
And also, if you're not back, I'll see you in the kitchen with a knife.
That's right. You're forcing the laws. What's up, Stella? Stella G in the house. Thank you for being here tonight.
A Woodsboro Cinema Club member.
Yep, absolutely. King Matthew III saying, sorry I missed the rest of the podcast last night, Marcus. I unfortunately had to work night shift last night, but luckily I am off tonight. Hey, it's all good, King Matthew. There's always the replay, buddy. So definitely go check out the replay, hit the comment section, and let us know what you thought about the second episode, and stuff, and the topics that we were talking about. Joseph, the horror guy, saying, I have not seen this movie yet. Well, Joseph, if you come back in the chat, buddy, load up the movie. You can find it on Tubi and join us because this is definitely a treat. Hey, what's up, Shannon? Saying it's late for me, seen it already too, but stab the like button. Yes, thank you for stopping in, Shannon. I greatly appreciate you. And just to let you know, Shannon, you do have a watch party here this week coming up on Destin's channel for Death Count. So I'm sure Destin will be in contact with you here, over the next day or so.
Yeah, it's going to be Sunday at 8 p.m. Central.
Nice.
Death Count. Yeah, it's already up on my channel. So
Sweet.
Go hit the notify me button and be a part of that. It's first time watch for me.
Yeah, me as well. Never seen Death Count. She said it's kind of like Saul, though, and Costas Mandalore is in it. So I'm super
for some
excited.
reason, I assumed this, but I thought it was an older movie, like maybe early 2000s or something. It's 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I
it's only
saw
a
that
few
too,
years
and I was
ago.
like, man, I haven't even heard of it.
Michael Madsen's in it. I'm like, okay, all right, let's check it out.
Holy shit, Michael Madsen from
Yeah,
fucking Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, bro, that's my guy right there.
The Hateful Eight, man. Did you know he was supposed to play the character for John Travolta in Pulp Fiction? He was the
No, I did
original
not.
voice, and he couldn't because he was in something else. So they got John Travolta, and
Well,
that
I know
revitalized his
he
career.
had a crazy mullet back in the day, so it would have worked.
Yeah, yeah. Michael
Oh,
Madsen, man, he was a vibe.
and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. Of course, Destin, you know, our boy Mike, he was also in he was in the Rock My World video.
Michael Madsen was.
Yes, he was.
Oh, he was right.
Yes.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Yep. He was the bad guy. He was the one that basically Mike took his girl and challenged him. Yeah. Good shit, man.
Dirty Diana.
Oh. Let me be.
Yeah. Dude, I want to throw in some, man, that's a vibe. You throw some
Hell
Michael
yes.
Jackson, that's a vibe. Yeah, I mean, I could just be in my fucking zone.
Oh, absolutely. Shannon saying, if you have seen the movie, please no spoilers. Who haven't, thank you for that, Shannon. I greatly appreciate it. I am going to scroll up here on some more of the chats because I know I am far behind. So, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer because it is late. Paula saying, I have seen this movie. Okay, cool. And then Paula saying, Marcus, if you check Stu's friends, the link to this live is there. Oh, awesome. Thank you for that, Paula. I greatly appreciate that. Stella saying the director was a friend of his who wanted to do horror after the popularity of Halloween. I'm assuming I missed something in regards to that.
No, she's talked about it on the other streams. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I know who she's talking about now. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what's up.
We
and
need,
I see she said he
we need
just
Stella's
retired.
connections.
Yeah, right? You ain't lying about that. Thank you, Stella. Stella saying no spoilers for me. Oh, yeah, I'm super behind. I got to catch up. Yo, what's up, Daniel? Saying, how come Jamie Lee Curtis is in every one of these movies? Sydney. Absolutely, Daniel. That's right. Thank you for being here.
Because she's the Scream Queen.
That's right.
She never showed her.
With a set of lungs like that. Fucking Stu.
Man, even like that. Okay, so I want to mention that for a second. Even that little moment where Randy was like explaining stuff to Sydney right there on the couch. Like I thought that was like sweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I really want the geek to get the girl, man. Like
yeah,
I think they should have went in that direction. Or what if he did get the girl? What if he was dating Sydney in Scream 2 and he was the Derek character and he got killed at the end? That would have been very impactful.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you say it like that, yeah, that would have been a lot more impactful than Derek himself. I mean, I like Derek as a character, you know, but it would have meant a lot more if it was Randy.
Right.
You know, my boy Randy was on that couch trying to get his Mac on.
Yeah. He should have got her, though.
He should have. I agree. Joseph, the horror guy, saying, and hey, buddy, I like Scary Brandon. Did a stream tonight on his Willie filming location. Go watch the replay. Great stream. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out because I do like that fan film that he dropped a few months ago and stuff. And I'm interested to see what he's going to do for Willie Part 2. Joseph saying, I will keep on doing YouTube and keep pushing my dream is still to be a YouTube and meet Danielle Harris. Yeah, man, keep pushing for it. You know what I mean? All you got to do, man, is believe in yourself, believe in what you're talking about, believe in your theories, believe in what you're feeling about whatever movie you're talking about. Understand that not everybody's going to share the same feelings as you do, but that's okay. You know what I mean? As long as you believe in yourself, that's the number one thing. You have the confidence in yourself, you'll be able to, you know, complete your mission and complete your dream, man. And that's how I approach this thing. There was a time where I did lose confidence in myself in regards to some outside stuff that was going on, a lot of distractions and stuff. And I lost confidence in myself. But once, you know, some friends of mine like Destin, you know, like Sister Pam as well, reached out to me, checked up on me and stuff. That made me realize, like, you know, I'm not only loved in this community, but what my content is important to this community. People enjoy watching my content. And slowly but surely, I was able to find my way back from the darkness into the light. And I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed, especially over the last month and some change now, you know, we've been ramping shit the fuck up. So things have been going really good. Safe to say, your boy has found his confidence back.
Man, I see it, man. Like you're killing it, bro. You're doing your damn thing, man. And that's the thing. Like even like tonight, like, you know, like tonight was kind of you know, like I miss you guys. I miss everybody. Like y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. And this community is awesome. And to watch some movies that you bring to my light, like tonight, and I bring to y'all's light, you know, like it's awesome. I love it.
Hell yeah. DJ saying you two are sneaky. Well,
oh, you too, not you too. You too.
Yeah, you two are sneaky. Yeah, because I told DJ yesterday that I wasn't planning on doing a live watch party today. I was trying to do the Crystal Lake live discussion, but I did push it back, and then this was kind of impromptu. So yeah, we are a little bit sneaky.
Not intentionally.
Okay, this is DJ's first time watch as well. So we got you, DJ, and King Matthew, first time watch. So that's three of you have not seen this movie.
Nice.
Davos in the chat. What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping in.
What's up, Davos?
Yes, and it is on Tubi. You can catch the movie on Tubi. Oh, well, you know, I normally wouldn't, you know, I guess, you know, play into, I guess, certain comments like this. But Davos saying, oh my God, the self-righteousness, I can't. I don't see what's so self-righteous about anything I just said. So I'm sorry if, you know, my little pep talk to Joseph the Horror Guy didn't tickle your fancy. If that made you want to leave, hey, I'm sorry. You know, I'm all about uplifting my community and, you know, sharing my experiences, you know, going through some things in life and stuff, especially if they're trying to get to where they want to go. If I can give them advice, I'm going to do that. So if this isn't the type of community for you, then bye. Simple.
Yeah, we're not gonna apologize for who we are. No.
Right, exactly. But all right, guys, so I am caught up in the chat. Paul is saying I accidentally read and carry. Oh no, but I have it on prom night now and ready. Awesome. All right. So I will say this, bro, we got 16 people here in the chat right now at 12:30 Eastern time. This is fucking insane. You guys are awesome. So if you guys are going to watch the movie with us, it is for free on Tubi. You don't have to buy into no subscriptions or none of that. You guys can just pull it up on Tubi. It's there. Put it in the search prom night and get it loaded up. NRU Cody, what's going on? Thank you for being here at this late night hour. Asking, is this the same prom night that Randy talks about in stream? Hell yes. Yes, it is. Yes. If you watch prom night, you'll save time.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect. So
that's right.
Let's see what he's talking about.
Hell yeah. Paula, this is your first time watch too. I did say that you had the wrong movie pulled up earlier and stuff. So it's Paula's first time watching too. That's awesome. So we got a lot of first time watchers tonight. So everybody in the chat, let me know if you guys are ready to go, and we'll get this bad boy started.
I'm ready. I'm ready for spaghetti.
Hell yeah. Oh shit, come on, don't do that. Oh, okay.
Don't do me like that.
Yeah, right?
Hey, sometimes I'm playing Call of Duty or like Warzone or something. I'm running around with a gun and I'm like, don't do me like that. And I'm like singing and I'm like fucking up people's mental shit. Baby,
yeah.
baby. Don't. And they're like, what the fuck? Don't.
Yo, what's up, Damalama Ding Dong? Saying, can I join the panel, Marcus, or is it just you and Destin tonight? I ain't gonna lie, Dom, we're just gonna probably rock out with us tonight and stuff like that. Or whatnot. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't feel like going back in the StreamYard on my computer doing all the fucking mental gymnastics of sending anything out and stuff. But I will say tomorrow, Dom, I'm going to be doing a live watch party for Friday the 13th, Part 6, my favorite one, Jason Lives. So if you want to join the panel for that, you're more than welcome to, buddy.
Yeah. Friday the 13th, all day, or day.
Hell yeah. Joseph saying, I hope I like this movie. Well, I'm glad you're back, buddy. I'm glad you're back to watch the movie. Awesome. Daniel saying, ready as ever. Shannon saying, Damalama Ding Dong. Joseph, the horror guy, saying, just watch Wolfman Blumhouse horror movie today. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I still got to catch that. I know you've seen it, Destin.
I will watch it with you just to see what you think.
Okay. Sounds good. King Matthew III asking, is this movie similar to Fear Street Prom Queen? You can tell Prom Queen took inspiration from it, but it's nowhere near the level of greatness as this is. You know, this is an iconic movie. So, but yeah, Prom Queen definitely did take some inspiration from Prom Night, 1980. All right, guys. So on the count of 5, we're going to get the movie started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Film Rise.
Yep.
Simcom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's this shot? It's kind of fucking me up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like okay.
Dom saying tomorrow I'm going to Gardena for the Hearts of Darkness, the making of the final Friday La premiere. Oh shit, man. Well, you enjoy yourself, bro. That sounds crazy. Let me know how that is, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. DJ saying 3 seconds behind. You're all right, man. We're going to end up running into ads most likely anyway, so.
From this opening, it's already different than the remake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that. I'll save my thoughts on the remake for the end of this movie.
I saw the remake one time at the theater. And it was like PG-13, right? The third.
Yes. That was another big issue I had with it.
I'm assuming this one's a hard R.
I wouldn't say a hard R, but it's definitely R.
More kids are walking up. Well, they got the same shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a switcheroo, isn't there?
I'm not saying nothing.
All right. Yeah, I've never seen this before in my life.
Joseph saying I might do a stream on my channel and maybe do a watch party. Yeah, if you do, let me know. Send me the link. I'll stop in and show you some love.
Leslie Nelson?
Mm-hmm.
Naked Gun? Leslie Nelson?
Or are you thinking of Bridget Nielsen?
No, I'm thinking of the guy who was in Airplane, and he was in Scary Movie, I think, like 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, I've never. Oh, that might be who you're talking about. Yeah, it might be, bro. I haven't seen any of those other movies outside of Scary Movie 3. But he brought up the whole president thing, and I think I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's funny. Is this an old school?
Yep. Dom saying double feature with Jason Goes to Hell. Oh yeah, you're gonna have a blast because I know that's your favorite Jason movie. Cody saying multitasking, watching the live on TV, watching the movie on my phone, and have the movie on my phone up in the corner while I am typing in a chat. Man, that's a hell of a way to multitask. Thank you for being here, Cody. I appreciate you, man. Hold on, did I miss something? Thank you for that, Joseph. I greatly appreciate it. Bro, we got 15 people here right now. And damn, they're fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm just baffled by this. You guys are awesome. Like, seriously.
I didn't know this was going to start off with kids.
Mm-hmm. So I said the opening is very important, buddy.
Oh, he snitched? Wait, what's going on?
They're playing a game. They're playing a game of like killers, like hide and seek killers type thing and stuff like that.
These kids need a spanking. Oh, that's a good shot.
It does kind of look like an abandoned asylum. It does.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Oh, she fell out the window. So they caused her death.
Yep.
Her brother's going to come back and kill them all. That's what I think.
Joseph saying, I just hope season 5 of Stranger Things will be good. Yeah, I got to catch up with that, man, because I've never seen it.
We got to start that watch party, man, before it comes out in October.
Oh, so we got time.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time because I think they're doing like the first part. They're doing it in 3 parts. It's the final season. Like October, Thanksgiving time, and then Christmas time. Like they're really like New Year's. I think it's New Year's too or something. But yeah.
So what I might end up doing is once we get through the list of movie watch parties that I want to get through for this month, maybe in July for Mondays and Thursdays and stuff here on the channel, we'll watch like 2 episodes, a week leading into the last season.
Yeah.
It's a kind of like catch up and stuff like that.
Oh, who was that in the window? That's Leslie Nelson.
That is him. Yeah, that's him. Now,
I
once
didn't
he
know he
turned
was
his
in this.
once he turned his face, yeah.
I didn't
Paula
realize
said
he was
he's
in
multitasking too. You're awesome, Paula.
Riding on the grass. Oh.
Oh, snap. I didn't mean to do that. Joseph saying, I love my profile pic. I love Stranger Things. Oh, yeah, that is a cool ass profile pic. I didn't know that's what that
It's
was.
nice. Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Hell yeah.
Man, those
Cody,
gurneys looked uncomfortable as hell back in the day.
yeah, right. No support whatsoever. No
Yeah.
wheels, no nothing.
Yeah.
Cody saying kids were mean in the 80s. Jeez, yeah, man. DJ saying, since when did Reverend Slick start in this movie? I thought he only managed in wrestling. LOL. Who are you talking about?
Oh, I got it. I got an.
Yeah, I'm on an ad too. Let me look that up real quick. Okay, this is acting dumb. I'm just gonna leave it.
It's so tempting to order a pizza to sleep. That's the ad I got.
Man, it's funny as shit because I'm thinking about making me a sandwich. Dead ass serious, bro. Yeah, DJ. Are you talking about Leslie Nielsen's character? Let me know.
Slick Star.
Joseph said, I add Friday the 13th on my movie list. Have not seen. Whoa. Bro, you've never seen.
You call yourself the horror guy, and you haven't. I'm kidding.
Bro,
There's certain movies I haven't seen either. But yeah,
bro,
tomorrow's the day.
Bro, you've never seen any of the Friday the 13th movies? Oh, man. Yeah, we got to catch you up, buddy. Shit. How many movies do they have? Fuck, like 13, 14, something like that? Or 11?
We're up there with the remake.
Yeah, 11. 11 total with the remake, yeah.
Man, I feel like Scream's about to catch up. Like, they've been, like, pumping them out the last couple of years.
Yeah, right? Holy shit, I am still on an ad. Are you still on an ad?
I just got off of one.
All right, I'm about to be done too.
Like 10
Jeez.
minutes.
These fucking ads are ridiculous. Oracle 684 in the chat. What's going on, Oracle? Thank you for stopping in at this late hour. Saying I really enjoy this movie here I really enjoy this movie here. One of my favorites. What a great soundtrack. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't take Leslie Nielsen seriously, but he's playing it. He looked like whenever I was living in a place called Byhalia, Mississippi. If you want to look it up, Google it. I don't care. I grew up, my parents used to make me go to a Southern Baptist church, and Leslie Nielsen looks like the preacher. I always thought that with the silver fucking hair and the suit and everything, like.
That's funny as fuck.
I always think of that, man. I don't know. It just always comes to me. I'm like, man.
Oracle saying
with Leslie Nielsen.
Oracle saying, have you guys seen the sequels? They are eventually going to release Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2 on a 4K sometime down the road. I have not seen the sequel. Well, I haven't seen the second one. I've seen the Prom Night remake and not really a fan.
I've seen the remake, but I haven't seen the second one, but I've always been intrigued of that cover art. It's crazy that Jamie Lee Curtis went on record like, "I don't like scary movies," but she was in Terror Train, Prom Night, Halloween, Halloween H2O, Halloween 2. Like, I feel like there was an era that Jamie Lee Curtis was cool, and then she got too cool for school. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like she thought her shit didn't stink a little bit.
Yeah, once she started getting more offers to do other movies outside of horror.
When she got True Lies with Arnold and
Yep.
what's his name, the director, James Cameron,
Yep.
she she thought she was something, and she was hot in that movie. She did her thing,
Fucking
but
hell yeah.
that
That's when
guy,
she really. That's when, in regards of mainstream, like outside of like horror and mainstream movies, like other genres, that's when she arrived.
right? I mean, Trading Places also she was good in. She tried to do some comedy. She was trying to break out of it. I get it, but man, like
Blue
now
Steel,
today, I just don't like today Jamie Lee Curtis.
right?
I just don't really. I think she's very narcissistic.
Blue Steel.
Oh, whoa. Oh, is that the
Stella
little
saying,
girl?
"Oh, I'm a little bit behind.
It
Hold on, give
it
me one
flashed
second."
back to like the young girl from the.
Stella saying the man that wrote this isn't a fan of children. Oh, well, that explains why the children are so mean. Cody saying I'm getting a lot of horror movies next month, Friday the 13th, 8 movie collection, Blair Witch Project, and a Nightmare on Elm Street 8 film collection. Nice. Not a big fan of Blair Witch, the original, but hey man, that's awesome.
Honestly, I like Blair Witch 2 better.
Me too. Joseph saying it is late for me, buddy. I will definitely replay the stream. Have a good night, guys. Yeah, you have a good night too, Joseph. And replay the stream and put the movie on so you can catch it in its entirety. And hit the comment section to let me know your thoughts on it. Awesome. Sam, but I will definitely watch this. Yeah, definitely, man. Cody saying I'm not on an ad at all. Well, you are very fortunate. Hopefully it keeps up like that. DJ saying I'm eating fruit pies. Hell yeah. What kind? Cherry? Kind you got?
Like a warm apple pie. That scene right there reminded me of Halloween.
What timestamp are you at?
Now I'm at 15 minutes and 2 seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
Right before that, where the guy pulled up in a van, I was like, man, that gave
Oh
me
yeah, because
that gave
that's
me
where
Halloween.
that's basically where I'm at. Well, I was at.
Yeah, okay, so these are all the people from they were kids. It keeps flashing back to like when they were kids.
Yep.
Okay. So he's coming back for revenge from all that.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of gives you Billy vibes from Black Christmas.
A little bit. Yeah. Making the phone calls and stuff.
Was this before Black Christmas or after?
Might have been after. I'm not sure. Because
Okay.
Black Christmas came out in like the late 70s, right?
Yeah, this was this was the 80. This was 80, right?
Yep.
He's the killer.
Blondie.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oracle saying he's making a joke. The Slick character is the guy with the van and his. Oh, yeah. I just seen him. Yeah. Hey, those hit. Cody saying I just had an oatmeal cream pie. So good, brother. Yeah, they are banging.
Now, hey, actually, put those oatmeal cream pies in an air fryer and get them a little crisp. You'll thank me later.
There's
Little
nothing wrong with
warm.
that. I enjoy Jason Takes Manhattan, Cody.
I do too. That was the movie that kind of like that was one of the ones that I watched as a kid, so I'm always going to have nostalgic for it.
First time getting Jason out of fucking Crystal Lake.
I thought it was a fun movie.
I did too. I don't hate on it. Like, I think it's pretty good. I enjoy it because it was the first time in a franchise's history they took Jason out of the norm of Crystal Lake and took him to the big city.
Yeah. This guy looks like a Raimi.
He kind of does, yo. Yeah, he does look like he's related to them. What, for the original Friday the 13th? Well, I know I'm doing a watch party for part 6 tomorrow. We might do another one, but I'm not going to lie to you. In order to understand, especially part 6, you would have to watch part 4 first. But I would still advise watch the original before anything, because the original sets the tone for the entire franchise. But yeah, I am doing a Friday the 13th part 6 live watch party tomorrow, Joseph. So if you want to at least get some type of idea of what a Jason movie is like to an extent, definitely stop by and come watch the movie with me.
I would love to write and direct a Friday the 13th movie. I think I could make a banging ass one.
Oracle saying there's 12 movies, including the remake. I would think that there was 11, because if Jason X was the 10th one, the remake was the 11th one, and we haven't gotten anything since, other than the fan
Freddy
films.
versus Jason.
Oh yeah, I guess that does count. I guess, yeah, I guess you can count that. I personally don't count it, but I get why some people do.
Yeah, because it's like you can count that as Freddy or Jason.
Yeah, it's more like a spinoff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that guy looks so serious. He's like,
Oracle saying, I enjoy Friday the 13th part 8. I remember when my dad took me to see it back in 89 in a theater. Awesome, man. That's the year I was born. Yeah, Jason Takes Manhattan is a fun watch, man. I enjoy that movie. I don't hate on it. It has some great kills in there, too. Some great scenes. Joseph saying, but stay scary, fam. Going to get some sleep, but I will definitely watch this replay and watch Prom Night with you guys. Awesome. Get some rest, Joseph.
okay,
Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
So far, this movie is completely different than the remake.
Yeah, because the remake is a bunch of bullshit. Dom saying Jamie Lee Curtis's shit stinks for sure.
Yeah, man. Oh, nice car.
Oh wow, I did not know that. DJ saying the guy who plays Slick was a WWF manager and managed the Twin Towers, Akeem and Typhoon. Oh, did not know that. Now you're gonna make me go back in my wrestling history and just to see see him in action. Cody saying, why does Nick look like a slimmer Shelly? He does kind of look like a slimmer Shelly. Holy shit. He's talking about Shelly from, I think it was Friday the 13th part 3? Yeah, the curly headed dude. He kind of does. Holy shit. That was my boy too. Shelly was the shit. Cody asking, "What's your favorite Paranormal Activity movie?" Mine is the marked ones. I would have to say the original. I really didn't care too much for the rest of them after the original. Like, I thought they were okay to watch and stuff, but I just felt it kind of got repetitive. And then it just kind of turned into what almost any paranormal movie is, you know? But that's
I
just my
like
take on it.
the marked ones was a fun one, but it's definitely not my favorite. I still the first and the third are my favorite. Um, two, it was okay. It was serviceable. Four, it was lackluster. The marked one was fun. I'll give it that. The next to kin surprised me, even though that was on Paramount Plus. Have you seen that one,
Mm-mm.
dude? It was intense. I was like,
Okay.
I would have saw this in theaters. Like this was the next to kin was a cool little watch. We might have to. I'm about to write that down, man. We're going to have to do next to kin. A lot
Hell
of
yeah.
people missed it because it was on Paramount Plus instead. It was like during like like the COVID area, or I didn't mean to say that word, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like it was during that area, so it came out then.
Oracle saying you got to count the crossover between Freddy and Jason. That makes the 11th film. Yeah, I get that. I get some people do that. Me personally, I don't. You know, that's just
Do you really consider like Predator, Alien versus Predator?
right.
Like,
That's just how I look at that situation. You know what I mean? Like, I look at Freddy versus Jason or Alien versus Predator as a spinoff. I don't.
yeah.
You know, it's its own entity. Yeah, did we go back to Crystal Lake and stuff like that? Yeah, sure, but we also were on Elm Street. So that's just me though. Anybody else can decide to count it if they want to. I personally don't. Oracle asking, "Hey, what time do you guys do your live streams usually, and what time is it in your states?" I usually see mine usually varies. I try to certain days I try to go on a little bit earlier, like between 6 o'clock and maybe 7:30 Eastern time, and then the latest usually is 9 p.m. Eastern time. Every once in a while, I'll go a little bit later, obviously, like now and stuff. But usually, if it is later, we start at like 10:30 Eastern time instead of midnight. But it's kind of like a mixed bag, in all honesty, Oracle. I try to basically do live streams for, any time zone, so to speak. Just depends on the day. All right, I'm on an ad. Matthew saying I'm about to leave the stream for the night because it's 2 a.m. where I live. Good night, Marcus and Destin. Yeah, get some rest, Matthew. Thank you for hanging out with us. We greatly appreciate it. And go back, watch the replay, and watch the movie, and hit the comment section and let me know what you think. Oracle saying it's almost 12 midnight here in Illinois. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock here in my state of Pennsylvania and stuff. So basically, I'm an hour ahead of you. And Destin basically shares the same time as you because he's an hour behind me. Yeah, it definitely was. I'm not a fan of that remake. That was a cash grab, and it was a terrible cash grab at that. Right? Oracle saying prom night, everything's going to be all right. I'll never forget that song, right? Cody saying it's 12 here and I drunk a monster about 3 hours ago, so I'm hyper. Hey, that's the way to go. Paula saying 1 a.m. in New Hampshire. Yeah, so we share the same time, Paula. DJ saying go Pirates. Oh man, I don't know about all that. I've always been a Yankees guy. Even though I'm a PA, I reside in PA. I've always liked the Yankees. You know, I grew up on those super teams back in the '90s, and I was a huge Derek Jeter fan growing up. So I don't hate the Pirates or anything, just not my team. The only Pennsylvania team I support are the 76ers. I don't support any other Pennsylvania team. I just don't like them. Just not my cup of tea.
Damn, she trying to get down with the get
Yeah,
down.
yeah, right. Wait, what timestamp are you at, bro?
Oh, 26 minutes and 20 seconds. 21.
Okay. Yeah, because I forgot I hit an ad.
I did too. It's kind of crazy. Like whenever you're like hitting play on Tubi, like the ads are in different areas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't hate the Phillies. The Phillies are all right. They're all right with me. I'm just not a big fan of them. Oh, no, you're good, DJ. You're good, man. It's not that serious. Cody's saying if they remade Prom Night in 2026 or 2027, who would you want to take Jamie's place? Me, Sabrina Carpenter.
Damn.
Saying, I would have to agree with that. I've seen her music video earlier, you know, and I'm all for her being in the Prom Night movie.
Sabrina, I feel like she needs to be like a Casey Becker kill.
Nah, I got to get her for the whole movie. I can see why you would say that, though. Like that type of opening kill because she is like a big star, especially like right now. She's like blown up and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is completely different than the remake.
Mm-hmm. And I like it too because it's a slow burn. It takes you, you know, basically through the story, and it keeps that whodunit aspect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The remake, there was no whodunit aspect to it.
Mm. Damn.
My boy slugged the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Shit, fucking homeboy, he ain't playing. He fight his ass off. He fucking all of them up.
Yeah.
he whipping all their ass.
Oh. He's the killer.
Maybe. That's right, Paula. Everyone is a suspect for sure.
Yeah, they are.
DJ saying, what did the year Bull do to this person? What do you mean, DJ? Oh, it kind of makes you wonder if Scream took that dialogue a little bit. With them being in the principal's office, and he's like, "You're suspended indefinitely. Get out." Kind of reminds you of
That,
Henry saying, "You're both expelled. Get out."
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Hell yeah! Come on, Principal Hembry. It was just a joke, and it's not fair. Oh, love it.
Hmm. So this is the detective trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jamie Lee looks good, man.
No, she looks good in here. I like her with the curly hair,
Yeah.
or like, yeah, curly, kind of wavy in a way. She looked
Yeah.
better in here than she did in Halloween.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, DJ, Airplane, Police Academy, Naked Gun. They got the remake to Naked Gun coming out with Liam Neeson. I'm looking forward to that one. You ever seen the Naked Gun?
No.
There's like a few of them. OJ Simpson was in it too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The juice. The juice
The
was in
juice.
it. Holy shit.
I gotta send you the trailer to the new movie, man, because it looks funny because they do something with the old school and then OJ and all that, and I'm like, damn, all right, this might be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. Paula's saying, I know one thing for sure, the killer was in the asylum playing the game too. Maybe.
Yeah.
DJ saying the principal played in Airplane Police Academy. Yeah, that's what Destin was saying. I do
Yeah.
like recognize him from like Scary Movie 3 and other stuff from back in the day and stuff. I know he was like a comedian and stuff, right, Destin?
Yeah, he's more a comedy actor. He was
Yeah.
also in Repossessed, making fun of The Exorcist.
DJ saying I was trying to say that the killer has some issues destroying that yearbook. Oh yeah, 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 because he's basically all the kids that were a part of that game. He's basically like cutting their picture out of that yearbook because they're older now, and he's basically like targeting them. Mm. Yeah, she wanted to see part of it. She the killer. She helping the killer.
Right. Damn. Mr. Sykes likes. Look at him. Tongue out and all. What the hell?
Yeah. Paul is saying, love the Naked Gun, and there's a new one coming too. Yeah. I'm going to have to catch up with the old one. Lou is the red herring. He is too obvious. Maybe. Cody's saying the couple at the food place reminds me of the couple in Carrie. Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, they do give off that vibe for sure.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, wasn't that John Travolta's character? If I'm correct, I think I'm right about that. That was John Travolta's character in Carrie that he's basically like referring to, and the girl that he was with.
Oh. You know they're making a new Carrie.
Yeah, TV show.
Flanagan. Yeah.
Yep. Matthew Lillard's going to be in it.
Mike Flanagan is the creator.
Yeah, I know.
Really good. I like Carrie 2, The Rage. The Rage
That's my
Carrie
shit,
2.
bro.
I like it.
Yeah,
I think
that's my
it's
shit.
fucking awesome.
Yes, it gets disrespected for no reason.
We gotta show some love to that.
That's a fun watch.
So is Jamie Lee.
DJ saying Jamie Lee looks way older than back when Halloween came out in '78. Yeah, she looks more mature. I will say that. And
2 years after, right?
Yeah, it's only 2 years after that.
It's like she's developed as an actress a little bit in this
one. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, she looks better in this movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially in the scene.
Also, because in this one, she's wearing more makeup. She didn't really wear makeup in Halloween.
It almost like films it in a way that like Jamie Lee is not the main character. I mean, it's starting to, but when it started off, like, but we're about 40 minutes into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're about to, it seems like she's taking more of the lead now.
Oh, yeah, that's the good thing I like about this movie is that Jamie is basically the lead, but they do a good job of showcasing the others as well. Kind of making you think who's our main character here.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Like, you got to let everyone have their shine. You don't know who's going to be the main one.
Yep.
I kind of like that. I got an ad, though.
Yeah, me too. DJ saying, I see Moon. Yeah. Thank you, Stella. Yes, I knew I was right about that. Stella saying, yes, John Travolta was Billy Nolan in Carrie. Yup. Hell yeah. It's another great actor. I'm a big fan of John Travolta. Loved him in that movie From Paris with Love. Paula saying Jamie is one of the mothers in this movie. No, she's. I mean, what do you mean by that, Paula? Because I mean, I don't see her having no kids. Like, if you're like saying like she's kind of like a mother like type of character, I mean, I guess. Cody saying I like Carrie from 2012. Yeah, with Chloe Grace Moritz. Yeah, I thought it was a good little remake. I don't hate on it. I thought Julianne Moore did a great job playing the mother.
You know, I need to rewatch that. All right, I'm back.
No, you're good.
39 minutes and 50 seconds. They're setting up the prom.
Yep. You said you're at 39.50. Let me know when you get to 41.18 because I'm a little bit ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow, we're not even halfway through it. Dang.
Yeah. So I'm saying it's a nice slow burn, man. Like, and I like the fact that they get you like enthralled with all these characters. You know what I mean? They give a chance for you guys, for us to get to know who these characters are and what they mean to the story. Paula's saying never seen it, nor the 2012. So you're saying you never seen the Rage Carry 2, Paula? Let me know in the chat. Because if not, the Rage Carry 2, I don't care what anybody says. That shit is a banger, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that in the theater. I thought there's some gnarly kills in that movie. The characters are great.
Yep.
Like that's just a. Honestly, I think you should have taken the rage away from it, and maybe it would have resonated better with audiences.
Right.
That's honestly, you're gonna hate me. I prefer it over the original.
I don't hate that at all. I mean, I think it's a really good sequel to the original. And if I'm being honest, I love the original, but part 2, in my opinion, was much more entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of entertaining.
Great editing.
Yep. Great young cast. You had Zachary Ty Bryan in it. Like,
and dude, he killed that role as being an asshole. Man, I was like, dang.
Hell yes, he did. You had the boy who played in what's his name, Jason Landon, or whatever he played in Noah's Ark or something like that. That was a big hit, like in the mid '90s.
They're twins, right? Like Jason and Jeremy. Is it Jason and Jeremy? Like they were in like they look alike, but they were like in Dazed and Confused. One was one of the brothers.
I think so. Yeah.
Mallrats was one of the brothers, and then the Rage Carry 2. I can never get them apart because I never knew that they were twins until like maybe like 10 years ago, and I was like, oh, I always thought it was the same
he had a twin either.
Yeah, they're twins, dude, and they were like in movies together.
Oh, that's kind of like some Cole and Dylan spouse shit.
Yeah. Rage Carry 2 was some good stuff, man.
It was, man.
It was well made. It was really well made. Had some really gnarly kills too.
Stella saying it's definitely more of an assembled cast. Yeah, absolutely. And I thought the girl who played Rachel, Carrie's, the link to Carrie. I'm not going to, spoil anything for those who haven't seen it. But the girl who has the same powers as Carrie and stuff, I thought she did great. Which I think her real name is something Berg or whatever, so I'll have to look it up. But I thought she was fantastic in that role. Cody's saying the Rage Carrie 2 always came on Sci-Fi when I was a kid. Yeah, man, like that movie don't get enough attention, man. It don't get enough respect, and I think it definitely needs more respect, because to me that was one of the better sequels I ever watched. Like I thought it was really, really good.
I did too. And honestly, think about it. It came out before Scream, and they did the whole when they called Carrie, and they were like acting like Daffy Duck or whatever, and outside of her house.
After Scream.
Did it?
99. Yep, 1999 it came out.
All right.
I love that shot in the locker.
I like the shot where she's laying on the bed with the phone.
Wait, what timestamp are you at?
45:02.
Holy shit.
Are you ahead of me?
No, I'm behind. All right, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, this is a completely different movie than Prom Night. The remake.
Yeah, because they dumbed that shit down for a cash grab.
And honestly, they had a good cast to that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, like they had everything in there. Just the script fucking sucked. Like, how did y'all do it? Y'all just threw money? It was like, oh, I spent all our money on the fucking cast.
Mm-hmm.
Got a weak ass fucking script.
And it's sad because I thought the killer in that movie, I like him like as an actor. I thought they could have done so much more with him. And
Jonathan Skeech or Sketch or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Forsaken?
Yes.
Where he was the vampire?
Yep.
Have you seen That Thing We Do?
No.
Damn! That's where I know him from. He was like the lead singer in That Thing You Do, man. That's a Tom Hanks movie. That Thing You Do is so good, man. Ethan Embry's in it also. Steve Zahn.
Oh, wow.
What's his name? Honestly, oh, dude, when I think about it, that entire cast has been in a bunch of horror movies. Jonathan Skeech, Steve Zahn, he was in Joyride.
Yep.
You got Ethan Embry. He's been in a bunch of horror stuff lately. He's going to be in Scream 7. And then you got the guy who played Guy, the drummer. He was in American Werewolf in Paris. He was the main guy in that movie.
Okay.
Did you ever see that one? American Werewolf in Paris?
When I was young, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. So, like man, I love. It's not a horror movie, but it's like a 50s putting the rock band together.
Right.
Tom Hanks is their manager.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of like they're like a knockoff Beatles a little bit.
That's a hell of a cast, though. I love
dude.
Steve.
It is, dude, man. It's a really good movie.
I love Steve Zahn in Joyride.
Yeah, this is where he got his start. This is the first time I ever saw him before Joyride. And then Ethan Embry and Jonathan Skeech, they were like a band. They were called the Wonders. Does anybody know what I'm talking about in the chat? Or am I talking a foreign language?
I know you're talking a foreign language to me.
Look up That Thing You Do. So, Liv Tyler is in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, it's a good movie. Charlize Theron. It's her first actorial debut before she became big.
I'm gonna need a timestamp them because this fucking computer is acting stupid, so I had to cut it off. I'm gonna use another phone.
48, 28, 29, 30.
I can't wait to get my new computer next week.
Damn, Paula says she loved the remake of Prom Night. Okay, I'll give it another watch. I have not seen it since it came out. Is there like a director's cut or unrated cut? Maybe that'll.
Yeah, there is, and it's still bullshit. I'm sorry.
I take my boy's word for it.
I'm sorry. That remake is terrible to me. Like, even the like unrated stuff, they didn't really do anything. Like, they didn't really change anything from the unrated to the theatrical version.
Do you remember whenever things were like everything was getting on an unrated version and
Yep.
the non-rated version, all that shit? I'm like, okay, it started becoming like whatever, but then everything started doing it because they were like, oh, there's a market here. We can add 3 minutes that wasn't in the original movie and call it the unrated or the director's cut. And it's like, that wasn't the original intent for the unrated or director's cut.
Right. Yeah, they came out with a bunch of that shit back in the day, bro. Like you said, like a bunch of like unrated stuff. And then the funny thing is, some of them they wouldn't even differentiate that much from what we've seen in the theater. Like I felt like that with a lot of those movies that would go unrated. Like we'd get maybe like what 10, 15 minutes worth of different stuff, but it's just like, okay, I can see where you tweak this, but it still leads into the same shit.
It's like no impact whatsoever.
Right.
DJ says James Vanderbeek's first movie was Angus. Dude, I gotta get Marcus to watch Angus, man. I gotta do like a series where it's like non-horror. Angus is so good.
I mean, you have the channel for it, bro. Like I told you before, your channel like can vary sometimes. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So I think you can pull it off.
Yeah, I might do a playlist of like non-horror and just do movies that mean a lot to me.
Hell yeah, why not? Bro, your channel is called Destination Station. That to me tells me that could be a destination for any type of movie you want to talk about.
Yeah.
DJ saying Candy Cane. Yep, that's right. That was my shit.
Gosh.
Yep. my black sheep. Stella G saying Mallrats. I love Mallrats. That is a classic.
It is.
Right, Stella. Stella saying the only similarity is there's a prom in the remake. Yep, that's right.
So far, I see it. Was it like Brittany Snow the main character in that?
Yep.
Such a wasted
Idris
potential.
Elba was the cop.
Right, wasted potential again. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so I found these things. They're called Seagram's Escape Spiked. This is like a WWE. You like wrestling?
Yes, sir.
This is called Rumble Punch. You can't see it. I'm trying to show it. Yeah.
Well, I see it. I see the W on there and everything.
Yeah. So they were like 10 for $10, and I was like, man, what is this? Like, I don't really ever get like fruity drinks like this. And I got like, and they're all made by like Seagram's. This one's like Jamaican Me Happy. And I'm like, and they're kind of high content in alcohol. So like I went ahead and like got some because I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the pool this weekend. And we're gonna drink some of these tropical shits. Oh, Stella, yes. I love that thing you do. I do too. Like, such a good movie. It really is. Oh, I gotta.
Damn.
Oh, that's Reba McEntire.
I fucks with Reba, bro.
Yeah, Reba's cool.
Reba's cool as shit. All right, I'm on the ad. You know what I was thinking about when you were talking about at first that thing you do? The fucking movie with Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles. That 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh yeah.
That,
Yeah,
that's what I thought at first you were talking
that's a
about.
good movie too. That's a really good movie
Hell yeah,
too.
it's a banger. I like it. It's a fun watch.
That thing you do is it's really good, man. Like it's a comfort type of movie, in my
Okay.
opinion.
DJ saying, so how many movies are live streams this weekend? Well, I have the Friday the 13th one tomorrow. We're gonna see. I'm gonna touch base with Destin backstage and see exactly how we're gonna approach this and stuff because I had an original idea for it and stuff, but we might go in a different direction. And then I know Destin on Sunday has his watch party for Death Count, which was Shannon's movie on the Will. And Saturday, I have a Saw watch party that I'm going to be watching. I just got to check the poll because the voting poll ends tomorrow night tomorrow evening at 5:00. If you guys haven't seen the voting poll yet, go onto my channel, go into the post section, and you guys can click on the link and pick whatever Saw movie that you guys want to watch, minus Saw X, because we watched that last week. But all the other Saw movies are there. All you guys have to do is click the link, pick your movie, and then after 5:00 tomorrow, I will check it. Whatever finishes with the highest voting percentage, that's the one we will watch Saturday. So far, that's about a total between the both of us, about 3 watch parties, and there might be more.
Yeah. Man. Jamie Lee Curtis, man, she banging in this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, she gets to also play a character that is a little bit more, I want to say, down to earth and a little bit more free. Lori's character was just like the simple girl next door, shy, stuff like that. Stella say we don't speak of the remake in our family. Yeah, I really don't speak on it either.
I get it.
Paula saying had to refresh my stream like the movie. Heck yeah, it's good. I'm telling you, and I love it because it's a slow burn, and then it does kind of pick up and stuff like that. Like I said, I love how they take us through this process. That's why I said the opening of the movie is very important to the story.
Okay, Jamie.
DJ saying, and Star Wars has a 10 a.m. stream on Friday morning. You talking about Shannon? If so, let me know because then I'll definitely stop by and show her some love. Yeah, for sure. Cody's saying, man, so many good shows and horror movies on Tubi. Yeah, definitely. You're not lying about that. That's one thing I do like a lot about Tubi is they have a great selection. Yeah, I did see they are coming out with a Salem's Lot remake, and I'm pretty sure ain't James Wan doing that?
They're doing another one?
October comes out.
They just did one for Max.
Well, now they're doing another one, bro. And I'm pretty sure James Wan is doing it because I'm all but certain that Blumhouse is behind it. And it said, I want to say from the creators of from the creator of The Conjuring, and James Wan did the original Conjuring.
Gotta look that up, man. I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm all about it.
Cody's saying I am currently watching 11/22/63. It's a good show. It's based on Stephen King's book about a man goes back in time to stop JFK's assassination. Oh, that does sound pretty interesting.
Oh, that's a good yeah. That's a good show.
I will plug this in here real quick. What I've started watching here or whatever today is one of my new subscribers, and you know, I actually subscribed to him yesterday during the Saw live stream that I had, the Jigsaw blogs. You guys go check him out. He's got some really good content on there. What I like about it is that basically it's kind of like his own like fan series project. Basically like picking up from the events of Jigsaw 2017, and he's basically like playing a role as if like he's a character that exists within the timeline that knows about John Kramer and how it's affected his life and stuff like that. And like he's trying to basically in so many ways find out if John Kramer's really alive. He actually ends up having like the little girl from Saw 3, the doctor and her husband's daughter, who Hoffman saves basically in at the end of Saw 4, at the beginning of Saw 5. He has her basically come on later on in the episodes and like interviews her and stuff. I'm gonna have to put you onto it, Destin. It's really good. It's really innovative how he did it.
Okay, sounds good.
Hell yeah, I love it because, like I said, he plays into the aftermath of Jigsaw's events, and he touches on topics like, is John Kramer alive? Because in Jigsaw, you know, we had that scene where they dig up John's body and it was Edgar Munson's body, and John's body wasn't in there. His corpse wasn't in the casket.
Right.
So basically he plays into that and stuff. He does a really good job. I'm already on episode 6. DJ saying no, Salem's Lot 1 and Star Wars won the poll for the live stream on Friday. What live stream are you referring to? On Star Wars' channel? Excuse me. Cody's saying it has James Franco in it, so I had to check it out. Yeah, man, he's damn sure a good actor, man. I know he gets a lot of flack for how he is and stuff, but you can't deny his talent.
Man, he was a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, is she about to get killed? Poor girl. She reminds me of Martha Meeks.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see the resemblance. Colorado.
Bro. And what kind of weapon is that?
I love it. I'm a couple seconds behind you, but I love it. I love the slow creep, the silhouette of his footsteps, the slow motion,
Man,
and
she didn't
that,
deserve that.
that the weapon is a shard of glass.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, from basically when the girl in the beginning died on
Oh,
that
wow.
glass. Yep.
He's already macking. I always try to tell my son, like, he's 17, treat women right, treat girls right, man.
Right. Simple. Treat them how you want to be treated.
Yep.
DJ saying Star Wars put up a poll with Salem's Lot, the remake one, the poll for Friday morning at 10 a.m. Oh, okay. Got you.
You see Spaceballs 2 is in the works now? It just got
I
announced
saw
today.
that shit earlier and I instantly thought of you. And I'm like, he was just fucking talking about the original like a week ago. So that's something I'm going to have to catch up with.
Oh, man. I'm down to watch some damn Spaceballs. I love it.
Oh, I love this shot.
Rick
I want to
Moranis
say
is coming
something
out
too.
of retirement to just play the role.
One shot that I liked here in the movie, it was a little bit earlier, but when basically, I think it was one of the characters, a cop or whatever, was outside the house and it was dark out and it kind of gave you that Halloween feel.
Mm-hmm.
Doing okay? Mm-hmm. My boy had to ask her for a scouting report real quick.
Don't come a knocking when the van is rocking.
Yeah, right.
That's a good shot. Something's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you ever peed after sex?
Yes.
Man, that shit's like a fucking fire hose.
Man.
It's all over the place. I'm like, damn, I gotta clean up after this. On the bluff.
Cody's like, hey, yo, what? Fuck this head all up.
You never know what you're gonna get over here.
Stella saying Drew is a jerk. Yeah, for sure. DJ saying, if so, get Rick Moranis to play the Darth Maul.
Dark helmet.
Dark helmet. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Paula saying it's disco fever at the prom. Yeah, right?
Are they trying to get at it again? How'd he get that?
Round 2.
Round 2, Pikachu.
Cody. Oh my God. Yeah. Holy shit.
I see it. I see
it. It's golden. That is so golden.
You're trying to get us demonetized.
Yeah, right. Oh man. Oh man, that's classic. Good stuff.
Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff.
DJ saying Shelly vibes from Friday the 13th new or wait. Shelly vibes from Friday the 13th new beginning. Was Shelly in that? I think you might be referring to somebody else. I think I know you're talking about. Oh, fucking forget his real name, but he played Joanna Man.
Oh, and he also played Biscuit in
Yes.
Life. And he
Yeah.
played the
Yes.
enchilada dude in Friday the
Yeah,
13th.
that's who I think he's talking
He
about.
doesn't fucking age, man. He does not. I met
No,
him. I met
no,
him at Texas Frightmare.
that shit
He
was a
doesn't.
classic in
That
Friday the
motherfucker
13th.
will look the same at 90. Damn,
Yeah,
that's a
right.
lot of joints.
That shit was a classic. The fucking scene in New Beginning. Damn enchiladas.
He says that. He says that at the conventions. He's like, "Oh, the enchiladas got me. I got to go." That's it. Like that's it. Like his scapegoat to get
Yeah,
out of
right.
like whatever situation. He's just like, "Ooh, I got these enchiladas getting me. I got to go." And he'll like disappear. I'm like, man, you say
Oh
that
man.
too much. But you know, he improv that whole entire scene with Biscuit in Life. That's not how that scene was supposed to play out.
Oh wow.
When he got shot and everything, it was
Mm-hmm.
just like, what's my parents? But you know, like he improvised that entire thing.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cody saying, I'm just saying, you're good, man.
Oh, that's where Hard Eyes gets that. That's where Hard Eyes gets that. Okay.
I will say this real quick. That's my type of girl, smoking on the devil's lettuce.
Someone's out here smoking the devil's lettuce. It brought me to you. Now you got the devil.
Yeah, right?
Have you seen Hard Eyes yet?
Yes. That's why when you said that, that's why I started shaking my head. Yep, that's exactly where they got that from. The moment I saw that in that movie, I was like, yep, Prom Night.
And here goes Kenny from Scream.
Yep. Oh.
Damn, our killer's like a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
It's like aggressively all over. I didn't expect the killer to be like this.
Yes, sir. It's a man on a mission.
They could have had a better costume. It feels like they just picked this up from Walmart. Oh, shit. Gail Weathers.
Yeah, right?
Okay, man. I'm starting to see some homages. Okay.
Me personally, I don't mind the look because at that time, that's when we were just starting to get, the mass killer craze. And I feel like they just went with a really simple look to kind of stand out instead of doing anything special. You know what I mean? And to play into your point, his look kind of resembles a ninja. So his movements, his mannerisms really play into that well.
Yeah. I still want more of a Halloween Michael Myers movement, though.
No, I feel that.
Girl in the red dress, man, she's banging.
Mm-hmm. Cody's saying, I love playing Shelly in the Friday the 13th game. Yeah, Shelly's a good character. I've always enjoyed his character.
Yeah. I went to prom 3 times.
I never went to prom or anything like that. Nope.
I got an ad.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
pause
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I went to prom 3 times, and I didn't even go to high school, dude. I was homeschooled through my high school years. But the girls I was dating, like, oh, I was their prom date, and I went, and it was fun. You know, we did like we had a really good time. But
Hell yeah, man.
I was like, even though that I went homeschool in my high school years, I got the prom experience a few times.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was never. I'll be honest. I was never really into high school. I couldn't stand it, so I didn't
yeah,
really
okay.
fuck with any of
Yeah,
those people.
I get that shit, man. Like I went with the girl I was dating, and then after that we broke up, and then I started working at a movie theater in Tennessee, and everybody, it was their senior year. Oh, nice. It was their senior year, and I went with her again. I was just like, all right, yeah, let's go.
Oh shit! Now I'm on an
I
ad.
love an axe. I love a killer with an axe.
Hell yes, I'm on an ad.
Oh, damn! He almost, she almost got.
Excuse me. Cody saying I never went at all. I was smoking the devil's lettuce and getting into trouble. I had a goth phase. Hey man, sometimes that shit ain't for everybody. You know what I mean?
You go through a goth phase, and it's just like, I'm sorry, mama. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry, I
I'm
can't be
not
perfect.
perfect. Oh yeah.
Cause you had it all.
Oh,
Nothing lasts forever.
forever. Sorry, I can't be
Yes. Hell yeah.
perfect.
Yo, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Those like emo like type rock songs were fucking bangers back in the day, bro.
It is a mood, man. Like I used to grill and barbecue in my backyard, and I'd listen to that shit, and I'd be just like having some drinks and like, you know, doing ribs or tri-tips or whatever. And my kids would come out there like, "Dad, what are you listening to?" I'm like, "You don't know what this is about. Go back in the house. Leave me be."
Yo, what's your timestamp?
I got where's my cursor? There it is. Hour, 15 minutes, and 5 seconds. 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Man, they gave her a pretty long chase scene. Is she gonna get away, or is she gonna get got? I kinda like her. I think I like.
I'm gonna have to send you this clip or whatever. You know the guy Drewski, black dude's got like curly blonde hair, like dyed up or whatever. Like he's like a big social media personality and shit like that. Well, he was doing like this music audition thing, like trying to sign talent. And this one brother man emo kid came in and stuff like that. And Drewski like never really like knew any of that type of music. So when Homeboy starts going in, bro, he absolutely bodies the whole emo voice and everything and stuff. Like he did a great job. I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Why is she pulling on it instead of pushing? What? I do have a crush on her.
Yeah, that was a good point though. Why was she pulling instead of fucking pushing?
Yeah.
Cody saying simple plan, Panic at the Disco, 30 Seconds to Mars, The Used, etc. was my stuff back in the day. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. You're fucking right.
Blink 182.
Yup.
I want to watch some more American Pie, man. I haven't seen that in a while.
It's my shit.
There's some certain movies that just put you in a good fucking mood. Like it's just like, man,
fucking Stifler when he found out Finch had a mom. Finch got a mom. Fucking Stifler.
like if I was in a bad mood, if I was in a foul mood, I could go watch a movie in the theater. By the time I got out of that motherfucker, I felt good.
Right.
I felt a completely different mood. It changed my mood. I loved it.
Man, I will say this: how the fuck is this killer running like that in the fucking like cowboy fucking boots or cowboy shoes?
Yeah. See, I want to have when I create a slasher. I have a couple of slasher ideas, but I want to have like a firefighter slasher in like the yellow jumpsuit of a like the firefighter gear, and have
Mm-hmm.
an axe that has like the pointy edge on it as well.
The pickaxe.
Yeah, the pickaxe.
That would be a cool ass fucking killer, like a cool visual.
And like the idea is like he got left behind on a scene and he got burned up. Like one of his like crew members, one of the other firefighters, like, you know, it's always like, no, don't leave any man behind, but he was left behind and got burned up.
Right.
So he's coming back.
Kind of like Joaquin Phoenix in Ladder 49.
It's a little bit of like that. Yep.
Yeah. That'd be a cool concept. Hell yeah.
Yep. That's a good ass movie.
Yes.
I think of that, and then think of that like the ending of that being the beginning of my movie, and then coming back, and it's a killer.
I like that concept. Oh shit.
Man, they gave her a lot of. Oh, that's some narrow ass feet. Is this a girl?
That's some narrow ass. Maybe, bro. No.
Wearing a size 5.5.
Right.
I kind of think it's still a dude though. They just had tight
Love that shot.
shoes back in the day.
Silhouette against the wall, and he's turning.
Yeah,
That
that was a
shit's
good one.
sick. Oh yeah, real fucking smart. Got her ass.
All right, this is the cop. It can't be him.
Could it be?
Who's that other guy?
I think he's might be the principal or something. I don't know.
Is it the principal?
No. Leslie Nielsen was the principal. That's right.
All right,
Maybe
who
it's
is
one of his. I don't know. Maybe one of his detectives, or maybe a parent or a teacher.
the killer?
Cody's saying I had a thing for Stifler's mom. Right? Fucking Jennifer Coolidge, yeah.
You know, she was in Night at the Roxbury.
Yeah, she was. Yep. With Will
She was the
Ferrell and
cop.
Chris Kattan. Yep.
She was the cop. Yep.
DJ saying no one will drink a beer the same way from a glass. Yeah, right? At a party.
All right, it's about to go down because we only got like 10 minutes left.
Paul is saying this is strong, and yet he gets his, you know what, kicked. Yeah, right? Saying killer reveal. Yup.
I mean, I still think it's him. No, maybe not. Oh, nope. What? What?
Yeah, remember those guys from earlier he had beef with that he was fighting? Yeah, that's a cool scene on a dance floor. How the lights basically are on like the side of them and shit, like kind of like a runway.
Yeah.
Cody's saying I am 1 a.m. 1 a.m. here. The monster is taking in now. LOL, getting tired. Yeah, man. It definitely is late. It's 2:05 here my time. Oh, I love that shot. Everybody sees the decapitated head on the fucking on the runway. Just all stuck for a second, like, wait, what? And this dude, don't panic. Fuck you mean?
Is it Leslie Nelson? Oh, this is a Billy Loomis vibe. I think he's guilty. Mm.
Mm. Here we go.
I wonder how Prom Night 2 does. Oh, it just came up. Is that it?
Hold on.
I just
Yep.
got
Yep.
I wonder how Prom Night 2, Hello Mary Lou.
So, what do you think?
No, man, I liked it, man. Like it had some good old school vibes. Man, Jamie Lee was awesome. It was a little predictable in my opinion, but I think it's
Right.
because of everything that I know, everything I've seen up to date.
Right.
I already kind of assumed it. But yeah, um, I it's better than the remake. I'll give it that because there's a lot more depth in this one,
Yep.
and also character development on top of the killer.
Mhm.
I mean, in the remake, like you knew who the killer was. Like you saw his face the entire time. It wasn't a who done it really at
Right.
all, from what I remember. This one, the only thing that I would be like in the remake, they should have like came up with a specific look of a killer. You know,
Yep.
like let's come up with like a costume or a mask or something.
Right.
That's the only thing because like here it felt like it the killer felt like you were getting mugged a little bit, you know?
Right.
Like he was very scrappy and he was like all over the place and all doing all this kind of stuff, you know, like there wasn't very much scariness to him.
Right.
Um, but it was good. It was definitely better than the remake. I liked it. I did. I did.
Yes. What I
I'm glad
like
I got
about
to
it
watch it.
is, even though it is pretty predictable, the fact that he's masked and stuff, and they do a good job, like with the voice and stuff. I mean, it does a good job of distracting you from the fact that it most likely is the brother
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And that's what I like about it. And the slow burn and the character development. And then once we get to prom night, all hell breaks loose and he starts going fucking nuts. You know what I mean? And stuff. He has some really good kills, especially using the axe and stuff. I love the scene where he creeps up behind her, that slow motion shot, with the shard of glass, and he slits her throat.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a good one. That was
yeah,
good.
it's like they definitely had some really good shots in here. And that's what I was hoping with the remake. Like, okay, for remaking this, let's expand upon this. Let's give, like you said, his killer a better mask. Let's make it more of even more of a whodunit instead of making that aspect so predictable. You know what I mean? And they just went in a completely different direction. And I get it. You want it to be different. It just didn't hit home for me. You know what I mean?
It didn't make it prom night. There was no identity to it except for it being a prom night.
Right.
And honestly, like this movie, like built up to the prom night.
Right.
If I recall correctly, the remake was like they were starting off at prom night.
In so many ways, like you did get a little flashback to what Brittany Snow's character went through with who was the guy who was her teacher, who was a killer and stuff. But you got that little flashback, and then it does cut to basically directly she's getting ready for prom and stuff, and then gets in a limo and they go to prom.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like I just remember it being just like, is this? It's very surface level. There's
Right.
not a lot to chew on here. And it felt like I've seen this before. It almost felt like a TV movie.
Right. Yeah.
So
No
I was
doubt
like,
about
man,
it.
it's something I would have seen on like Lifetime. But yeah,
Right.
man, like this was good, man. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I did finally watch it. I think if I would love to see another reimagining
Mm-hmm.
where they did the original prom night with
Right.
possibly some new elements and a new costume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing I can say about it.
Hell yeah. I think especially around that time, why this movie is considered to be so iconic, and I put it up there too, is because this was like, I mean, I could be wrong, but for that time, this was like the first, like, really, like, who done it. Yeah, I know Friday the 13th had that aspect to it. You know what I mean? But I think this might have came out before Friday the 13th. I'm not sure. But to me, this is what really started the whole who done it aspect, instead of it just being one solo killer who we know who the killer is, like Leatherface, Norman Bates, Michael, and stuff like that. And I think that this movie was really the start of the whole who done it craze. You know what I mean? And playing into the mystery on who the killer actually is. Stella saying my dad's second job was working as a writer at the Hyatt. So my dad worked my prom along with two of my older brothers who were working there while in college. I could have died. Oh, hold on. I must have missed something from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let me know, Stella, if I'm like missing part of that, because I'm too far away in the chat. I don't know if I missed something from that or whatnot. But that's no good if you could have died from that night. I'm glad you didn't. That fucking is crazy. DJ saying switcheroo. Cody saying Friday the 13th is on Tubi. I'm surprised it is. I'm not, because all these streaming platforms, because of Friday the 13th, they're going to be loading up those Jason movies, so people can stream them and they can get those views.
And we're going to be back tomorrow with some Jason, some Friday the 13th.
Paula saying I was shocked and sad, but I am not saying anything at the reveal. Yeah, so yeah, I'm far behind, but I'm gonna catch up, with you guys here in a second. Good plot. Cody saying good plot twist. Low key thought when she took off the mask that it was going to be the girl. Maybe she survived, but it was the brother. Yeah, that, in my opinion, I think that would have even been a better twist. Is if the girl did survive and then she was the one killing all of them, coming back, to haunt them. I do think that would have been the better twist. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was the brother. Like I said, they do a good job of playing into the whodunit aspect because in your mind, from the beginning, you do have this thought that, okay, it has to be the brother. You know what I mean? And stuff. But then they go along the way and it's like, oh, well, maybe it's not the brother. Maybe it's this guy. Maybe it's that guy, and stuff like that. That's the whole beauty of, like what Randy said, everybody's a suspect. If you watch Prom Night, you will save time. Because even if you think you have an idea of who the killer is, it could be anybody.
Yep.
Paula saying, I liked the movie, but that reveal was really sad. Yeah, it was sad, for sure. It definitely was. He was obviously a traumatized kid from seeing his sister get killed, and I'm pretty sure he feels like he was responsible for that. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it definitely was sad.
Mm-hmm.
DJ saying, cross-dresser. Tristan, what's going on, man? I hope you're having a great night. We are about to head out here in a couple minutes. I'm sorry that you made it towards the tail end of the stream, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow because I'm going to set the stream up. I'm probably going to go around 6:30. I am going to be doing a Friday the 13th Part 6 live watch party. So if you can, definitely jump in the chat and watch the movie with me then.
I'm definitely going to try to be there.
Okay. Paul is saying at times he sounded like Billy from Black Christmas. Yeah, he did.
Yes, I got that.
Yeah, even Destin pointed that out, which is another cool facet in my opinion. That black outfit, DJ says that black outfit was kind of what a cat burglar would wear. Yeah, right? Yeah, right.
I think if they would have changed that would have been a little bit better.
Yeah. He looked like somebody trying to snatch a purse.
Yeah, he looked like the burglar in every corporate HR video that's like, be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, right.
This guy could be lurking and snatch your purse. Like that's the way he looked.
Yeah, right.
It's like, no, I want the motherfucker that looks like Jason or Michael Myers. Like that's the motherfucker I gotta be scared of.
Cody saying also happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Yes, happy Friday the 13th to you.
Oh, it is that time.
Yeah.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Yes, sir. Already, that shit came fast. This week went by really fast.
It really did. It really did.
Paula saying having the teacher being the killer was great meta commentary. Yeah, I get it, but they just, to me, it wasn't executed properly. You know what I mean? It was too predictable. We knew who the killer was. You know what I mean? And the PG-13, it just killed me. You didn't get to see the deaths. All the deaths were basically off screen. Like, It's just like, I can't do that. DJ saying the movie was a 2.5 stars, just hard to follow. Yeah, I mean, it might be hard to follow for some people, for sure. You know what I mean? That's why I said the beginning is very, very important. And plus, and I think they do a good job at it. They do a good job of kind of like throwing wrenches, you know what I mean, and stuff during this slow burn so that it isn't so predictable, even though in a way it is predictable. Oh, is it Stella saying, okay. She said, oh, sorry. I meant died of embarrassment. Oh, I get what you're saying. Stella saying they weren't overprotective, but I could have done without them being at my senior prom. I know that's right. Stella's like, no chaperone. DJ saying Star Wars live watch stream. Star Wars live stream at 10 a.m. to watch Salem's Lot remake. Yeah, like I said, I'll stop in. You know what I mean? To say what's up and stuff like that.
I
Probably
think I've
hang out
seen
for a
it.
little bit.
Yeah. I think I've seen it. It was on HBO Max for a while. It's okay. It's okay. It there's some things they should change about it. But overall, I don't fault it for that. It's a good watch. Check it out.
Heard that. Cody saying good night, everyone, and be safe. Yes, you too as well, Cody. Paula asking what time is the Friday the 13th stream. I'm going to set it between 6 and 6:30 Eastern time, Paula. And I will also plug this in before we head out for tonight. Go on my channel in the post section. There is a link, that you guys can click on to choose what Saw movie we're going to watch on Saturday evening or whatnot. Like I said, Saw X is out of the question because we just did that last week, but all the other Saw movies are there for you guys to pick. All you have to do is click on the link. You will see the list of Saw movies and you pick the one you want. Whichever one finishes with the highest voting percentage, that is the one we're going to watch on Saturday.
And dude, I have to say, man, the thumbnail you have for this video is fucking, it's dope, dude.
That shit is fire, bro. Like that shit is. I didn't even like use like sometimes I'll like pull up a photo of like the actor or something and tell them to use that and stuff like that. But I didn't put anything. I just said, can you please make me a prom night themed thumbnail for YouTube? Make it under 2 megabytes. Yada yada yada. And they responded back and was like, "Are you referring to Prom Night 1980 with Jamie Lee Curtis or another prom night?" I'm like, "Yes, Prom Night 1980 with Jamie Lee Curtis." And that's what they gave me.
Dude, it's fucking.
That shit is fire, bro. Hell yeah.
It's fucking real nice, man.
Yes. That's what I love about ChatGPT is all your creative ideas that you might not be able to use on certain platforms, you know, like Canva or whatever, you know, you use to edit or do thumbnails. Man, fucking ChatGPT, man, that shit brings that bitch to life. Like, bro, when I sent you that scream on my podcast thumbnail that I'm going to be using, bro, it was what, like 3:30 at night when I sent you that shit last night, 3:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
And shit. Bro, when I saw that shit, I got up and started doing a little dance. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I was in here busting. I was like, ooh, that shit is sharp. Like, I was happy as hell, bro. Like, they definitely do a good job with really making what your ideas, what you want it to look like, come to fruition. And that's my whole point for using that and to doing these thumbnails like that is because I want these thumbnails to stick out. I want people to, when they see my streams or our videos and stuff, they're like, ooh, yeah, let me click on this. Damn, that's a hot ass thumbnail. Let me see what these guys is doing.
Yeah, dude, it is, man. That's professional shit, man. That shit looks
hell
good.
Yeah. Hell yes. Paul is saying thanks. I will hang out in the chat. Awesome. DJ saying I voted. Sweet. I'm going to actually check that. So the voting for the Saw live watch party for Saturday, it does end at 5:00 Eastern time today. So whoever hasn't voted, you might want to get over to there now so you can get your pick in and stuff like that, because once 5:00 hits, the voting poll will get shut down. Paula says, what about doing the Tim Curry It? No, that was a part of last week's list, and basically Saw X beat it out or whatever. Whichever one finishes with the highest voting percentage, that's the one we will watch and stuff like that. So unfortunately, even if you make a pick, if that doesn't finish with the highest voting percentage, we won't watch that and stuff like that. But if you're the one you do pick does finish with the highest voting percentage, that's the one we will watch. Paul is saying I will be voting after the stream. Awesome. Nice. Yeah. Go over to my post section on the channel, Paula. Stella G saying Prom Night, the original story wasn't written with the prom angle. It was supposed to take place around a holiday like Halloween did. Oh, director decided to add the prom angle and renamed it Prom Night. Huh, okay. I think, honestly, when you say that, Stella, that was actually a good idea to switch it, though, because if they would have did another Halloween, if they would have did like a Halloween night angle, especially with Jamie Lee in it and some of the shots that we do get in this movie, I don't think a lot of people would have liked it so much because they probably would have compared it too much to Halloween.
Yeah.
So I think in order to make it stand out, yeah, in order to make it stand out, that's why the change was made. DJ saying great cast in the 1990 movie. Oh, Salem's Lot. Yeah, the original was really good. DJ saying, wow, Stella, great info. DJ saying on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday's going to be on Destin's channel, the live watch party for Death Count. That's going to be, that was Shannon's pick, and we're going to be watching that then. Paul is saying maybe for another watch party for Tim Curry's hit. Yeah, maybe, possibly. Yeah, definitely down the line, especially once Return of Derry, is about to come out. Maybe we can do something like that. But all right, guys, I am going to wrap the stream up here for tonight. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys who hung out with us on this late night hour. This was insane. You guys are awesome. My ass is getting tired, as I'm sure you guys can tell right now. Again, I will see you guys tomorrow evening around 6:30. I will have the stream for Friday the 13th, Part 6, live watch party. Jason Lives up in the morning. So until then, I will see you guys. Get some rest. Thank you guys all for your support. I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. If anybody was here earlier that had to leave because they were too tired and all that stuff, definitely watch the replay, put on the movie, finish it, come back to the comment section and let me know what you guys think of Prom Night 1980. I'm going to get out of here for tonight, guys. I greatly appreciate you all, and I will catch you guys later.